Oh my God, it's you again.
Oh my God. How'd you get my address, my screen address?
Well, I know people. Hey, tonight's going to be a pretty good show.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of people are getting new little puppies, and a matter of fact, I know a very good friend of mine that just got a little tiny puppy, and God knows, I know he needs the help. Anyway, it's about how young should you start your puppy in training. And before we get into the show, I got one thing to ask all the folks that's going to watch this show. When do you start training your child? Do you wait till he's 16 and teach him right from wrong? Or do you start as a little toddler and probably even before that? It's been a while since I had kids. So, anyway, with further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Margaret. Have
Hey,
at it, girly girl.
I'm
What
getting
should you do if you just get a brand new little puppy? And I know you're dealing with some small dogs there now with
yeah.
service work and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
it's all yours, Margaret, and I'll
Yeah.
take it from there.
I remember back when I worked in Texas with you, and I got my puppy Norman. He was 12 weeks old, 10 weeks old. And I got him from down in Louisiana where my mom lived. And so first thing I did, very first thing is go to a vet, take all your paperwork with you, go to the vet, make sure he has all his shots, he or she has all her shots, because it's very, very important. And then the next thing is I would contact a trainer to make sure you're going to start this puppy off right. We've talked before in shows, Bob and I, about an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
It's a
You
lot
know,
easier to prevent, isn't it, Margaret?
exactly. I mean, then not just with a puppy, with a lot of things in life. You don't just wait till something breaks. You take care of it. You maintain it. And with a puppy, it's the same way. 7 to 16 weeks is the socialization period where they really are sponges and they take in everything. And they have this little file cabinet up there. And if they don't know what something is later in life, they're going to fight or flight.
Yeah.
They're either going to hide behind mom or dad with their tail tucked under, or they're going to bark at it and try to scare it away to protect itself. So we need to talk to a trainer. We need to start the puppy off right. Doesn't mean you're going to start hardcore, you know, obedience commands or anything. We're going to do a lot of behavior things, a lot of socialization things, teaching it, ease it into commands and have it learn like that.
I'm going to ruffle some feathers. Go ahead. Something you just said.
Oh, I lost you. Your microphone's up here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Um, I'm, what you just said about some things as far as the socialization, I'm going to
Mhm.
ruffle some feathers. I'm going to make some enemies, but don't care. All right. So, what else you got, Margaret?
Well, like a little puppy I have here. Well, he's not a puppy. He's about a year old, standard poodle, and he likes to talk at things. There are certain breeds that like to talk back, like shepherds. They tend to sometimes like to talk back, and
Huskies.
huskies, these poodles, especially standard poodles. And so, what you don't want to get yourself into is where unsocialization leads to enough fear to want to bite or enough dominance in certain aspects. They might be scared of the vacuum cleaner. So some dogs will go bite at it and try to tear it apart. Other dogs will run and hide and that thing. I remember when I was a kid, we got a Sheltie from a pet store. It was there till it was 6 months. And you would think it would be socialized, but it was only socialized with people in that situation, in that store. It never lived in a house. So this dog was scared of people. It would only live in my parents' room. I'd have to go pick it up and bring it into my room, scared to death of everything. It would bark like crazy when someone knocked on the door, and then after they walked in, she would hide, and then once they walked past her, she would run and start jumping and nipping at their shirts and stuff like that. So the puppy wasn't she wasn't socialized or anything. It was just too bad.
Um, as far as socialized, since you brought it up,
I brought it up.
here we go.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Ruffling feathers.
folks. A lot of people, they listen to other people, and this is what I'm what I'm going to come up with here. You feel that you got to get that puppy socialized, so you bring it to a puppy playtime place or puppy socialization courses, and you're spending all this money. Number one, your dog isn't learning anything. And then let's talk about daycares. Oh, we have a room with puppies and a little bit older dogs and this and this and this. One dog will learn from another dog.
Hmm.
This is where I'm going to step on some people's toes. Don't
Uh-oh.
care. Don't care. I will never bring a dog to a daycare. The reason being, number one, dog fights. Number one, your dog sometimes will learn to protect itself. That dog's doing it. This dog's picking on me. I'm going to pick on him. This dog's picking on me. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to start. And believe me, people, I've seen so many dogs get so many bad habits. You're trying to stop jumping, but yet the people that work there are encouraging play and jumping and everything else. So we're kind of spinning our wheels. Don't
Hmm.
do it. Socialization can be done by you. Bring your dog around another puppy. Let people make friends with your dog. Socialize it. It's not just getting used to people, but it's getting the dog used to all different situations. Bring them to Home Depot and walk the puppy around. Bring them
Hmm.
to the park. Bring them out in the woods and let them play. But of course, everything on a leash, please. Um, Socialize your puppy that way. Before they had all this daycare crap, everybody did it that way. And our dogs were fine. But is the puppy asking you, hey, I heard about this daycare where I can go play? Oh, let's go to the dog park where I can go play. No, it's coming from the owners. You think it's going to be fun for your dog. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been to some daycares, and you'll always see in daycares a dog that always keeps to himself, a dog that'll sit in a corner,
Hmm.
a dog that'll sit against the wall and just watch the other dogs, or climb under a table and lay there. But of course, you go pick your dog up, and the owners at a daycare are going to say, oh, he had such a good time. No, he's not having a good time. He's overwhelmed. You can't just take a dog and throw him in a daycare and hope for the best. Yeah, they may play a little bit when they get them used to dogs, but you throw them in a big pack, 30, 40, 50 dogs, a lot of dogs can't handle it. So think about your dog and stop thinking about yourself. Uh, well, I think my dog will really benefit from this. And everybody says that they'll have fun. Well, if that's what you want to do, do it. You don't want to listen to me, that's fine. But I just had to get that out. Do not socialize your dog in a daycare environment, and do not bring your dog to a dog park.
What if they have like small groups at the daycare, like only 4 dogs?
Then that daycare ain't making no money, and how are they staying open?
They have four, like there's one here that does like 4 and 8 and bigger groups and stuff like that. So, I don't know.
Well, most daycares up where I am, they'll start you with a small little pack.
Okay.
All right. But then they see that's doing okay and they move them up to another pack. Then they move them up to the other pack because they need room for new dogs being tested. You
True.
know, like I said, I know I'm going to get emails on this. I know. Sorry, that's the way it is.
I don't like dog parks either. I stopped taking mine years ago because I've never used the daycare because I haven't really had to. But I used to go to dog parks when I lived in an apartment. But it's like people let their dogs run around like crazy. They don't, you know, correct them. One kept humping one of my dogs, and I was like, I finally had to go over and stand over my dog and be like, "This is mine. Leave it alone." And
I've
finally,
seen dog fights in them.
yeah,
They don't check shots at dog parks.
right,
You may have a dog in there that's got a severe case of coccidia, which is highly, highly contagious, or
yeah.
worms. Even though the people pick up after their dog, all your dog has to do is go smell that area, ingest one worm egg,
Step in it, lick their
and the
paw.
cycle
Hmm.
begins.
They can
You
even
know,
get kennel cough. They can touch another dog's nose that has kennel cough and get it.
yeah, I've seen dogs get tore up in dog parks. Not a good
Hmm.
idea. But
No,
again, it was a people thing. Oh,
yeah,
dogs will have fun that way. Well, bring it to your aunt's house and let them play with that dog. That's the way
yeah,
I look at it. But
yeah.
back to what we were talking about as far as bringing a new puppy into your home.
Hmm.
All right, here we go. And I brought this up in one show. Do not be the people that you buy a puppy and you go to the pet store, supermarket, whatever you want to call it. I'm not giving any names. And you buy $85 worth of toys and throw them all over the floor. And you think your dog's going to have fun. Excuse my French, but you know me, I'm very straightforward. It's a bunch of shit your dog can chew on. Period. He has no idea those are toys. None. So when he goes to chew on your $200 pair of boots, why should you discipline him? He's got everything else to chew on. He doesn't know the difference. Three hard toys like a Kong, a nylabone, a calf's hoof, a marrow bone you can get from a butcher shop.
Mhm.
Put three of those things down, and then we'll get into later on maybe another show um, to learn how to set the dog up to teach him right from wrong.
Yeah.
Um, Keep one of his favorite
Mhm.
toys. I like playing tug of war with dogs. It gets all their energy out of them. They enjoy it. Get a good quality rope. But when you're done playing with them, you can do a bait and switch where you can give him a cookie, let him take his cookie, take that treat away, or I'm sorry, take his toy away, put
Yep.
it up on top of the refrigerator. 20 minutes a day, play with that dog with that rope. He's going to see that rope. He's going to get all excited because he knows mom and dad's going to play with him. That's it. Don't put a plush thing. Don't put an old shoe. Don't tie up a pair of socks in a knot.
With a ball in it. Yeah.
Don't do
People are
it.
allowed to do that. Don't do it, please.
Yeah, because the dog's going to go in the bedroom and then you're going to discipline him for chewing
Hmm.
on a sock when he's playing with the sock.
Right.
All you're doing is confusing the dog. You have anything to add to that, Margaret? Because I got a
I
few more things.
I do have whenever you're ready with the I have the video where I'm describing some toys and things and
Yeah, why don't you roll that and watch what
okay.
Margaret has to say? That's a good video, by the way, Margaret.
Oh, thanks. There we go. Okay, we're going to talk about chewing issues with your dog or puppy and what kind of chewing toys or bones you should get for your dog. One that I like is the Kong because it's like a three-in-one toy. You can throw it like a tennis ball, it'll bounce around and give them entertainment, and also they can chew on it. And it's hollow in the middle. You can take like peanut butter, take it and smear it on the inside. It'll keep them busy for a while. Something to do when you put them in the crate, the first 20 minutes is usually separation anxiety time. So you can do that to keep them busy while you leave. There's one toy there for you. Nylabone makes good chew bone products. This is a small one, but you can see, and they make bigger ones. So get the one for your dog. Do not buy this one for a lab. Get a bigger one. So the person at the pet store you go to could probably help you with sizing. And then for the puppy, you don't want to get something as tough as that because they have little bitty teeth, easily breakable. So here's a puppy pack you can look at and purchase. They're usually softer. And this one, the middle one, you see how it's translucent, you can see through it. You can bend it also. Those are the kind of ones you want to get. Then when they start to get their adult teeth, then get the tougher Nylabone. You'll also see things from live animals like a pig ear or a twist. It's like, what's it called, Amy?
It's just like a beef twist.
Like a beef twist stick, those kind of things from live animals. If you have a dog that's territorial or starts to get protective or anything like that, instinctually this will make that come out more in them. So if you have dogs that like to protect their toys, their things from other dogs or you, do not get them live animal products. Just stay away from those. And another tip, rawhide is not digestible. Do not give your dog rawhide. That's just my opinion.
No.
We have stuffed animals as well, like this little cute elephant. If your dog likes to tear things apart, try to stay away from things they can tear apart. It gives them a sense of destruction. Then they can take that sense of destruction and use it on your couch. Don't want to go there. So this is a cool brand. It's called Westpaw. They have balls and different shaped chewing toys. These are good, very hard to destroy. And we have products that are made out of fire hose, like this cute bumblebee. So if you look for things that are made out of fire hose, that's good. Now, we'll get into ropes. This toy is made out of rope material, but this rope material is easily digested in your dog's stomach. Most rope are not. Ropes also are very competitive. So if you have a long rope and you're playing tug with your dog, do not let your dog win. Then they feel they're above you. So always win with your dog with the ropes. And this is a good one here. You need one of these. I'm kidding. But these you can find for your dog. Again, these are from live animals. This is a knuckle. And if your dog acts protective at all, just stay away from these. But it's pretty cool, right?
All righty. All righty. That should give people an idea what to get. I try to tell people to stay away from the plush toys
Yeah.
altogether because a lot of times a dog will grab a pillow and they'll destroy the things.
Mm-hmm.
Not I don't like the now some dogs, especially with an older dog, they'll get it, they'll carry it around. It's like their little baby.
Mm-hmm.
But a puppy, they're destructive little buggers.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend that. That's the only thing that I see that I wouldn't give a puppy.
Yeah, I
Um,
think the one thing I missed on there is don't get anything that replicates anything else in your house that's yours.
especially if there's children in the house,
Yeah.
because the kids are going to play with that stuffed toy and it has their scent on it.
Yep.
So then, what is stopping that dog to go in their bedroom and grab one of their favorite plush animals? He doesn't know the difference. That's plush. It's little. It's the same size as my little elephant, and I want to tear it up.
Yep.
All right. So that's why I don't recommend them.
Yep.
Um, as far as learning, Margaret covered behavioral problem solving right from that dog when he gets in your house. what to chew on, what not to chew on, your housebreaking, scheduled feeding times, scheduled watering times, frequent walks, high quality dog food. Do not feed
Mhm.
canned food. Use a dry kibble.
Yes.
Um, but what I want to get into is, and a lot of people kind of miss this. You know, when you have a little puppy and he kind of follows you around, you have him in the backyard, and he's running, he wants to grab at your pant legs, and but he'll follow you all over the place. As soon as he catches up to you, just stop and place him to a sit and
Mhm.
pet him calmly. Then get him excited, say, "Come on, puppy, let's go," and let him follow you around again. Take advantage at a very young age. If your puppy's 8, 9 weeks old and he's doing that, man, use it. If he follows you, that's fantastic. Keep his attention. He wants to stay by you. And then when he sits, praise him. And then say, "Come on, let's go." You can make a game out of it. So, what are you teaching the dog? To follow you around. When you stop, sit. But everything has to be consistent. At a young age, there's nothing wrong with placing him to a sit before he goes outside. And then say, "Okay, then let him go." What we're doing at a very young age is we're stopping the running outdoors. A lot of people make a mistake and they open up their sliding door, they open up their dog, and they say, "Come on, go potty." And what are you doing? You're just letting the dog run out the door. So as he gets older, he starts running out the door because you've been consistent with it. Just put a little twist on it. You know, a lot of people think, well, puppies can't be trained. You know, you have to wait till they're 8, 9 months old, or, to where they're kind of heads together. Well, that's like waiting that long is like not teaching your kid any manners or respect or homework or any type of schoolwork until they're like 16 years old. It makes it a lot tougher. Margaret, do you have a clip? Now, before I show you this,
Mhm.
this is the way I run a class. So, um, yeah, I'm picking on the lady a little bit. This is their fourth lesson. She's doing very well with the dog. The dog, I want to say, is 5, 6 months old. Um, we're working outside in the driveway. It's a dog's first time outside with the heel. We worked it inside the house. But I make people think in their lesson. You'll hear me say, "What are you doing? Why is the dog doing that? Why are you telling that dog to sit?" Okay. So if you can roll that for me, Margaret, and if people get offended in the way I teach, I'm sorry. That's just the way I do
Hey, I learned great from you, so.
it. And Rosie taking off. Go ahead. Stop. Go ahead. Now, next time, do not say no. Go ahead. Where's your praise? I don't hear good girl. I don't see physical. Come toward me. Encourage her, encourage her. Get around, get around. Stop. Come on. Stop.
No.
Was that timing? Wait, whoa. What happened to your timing? Why isn't that dog sitting?
No.
No what? Mom. No, sit. Stop.
No. Sit.
What's the most important part of a correction? Is your timing there?
No.
I didn't think so. Come on. Stop.
No.
Go back the other way. Talk to her. Talk to her. Stop. Why did you just tell her to sit? She knows what she's supposed to do. Go ahead. Stop. What foot did you start with? Was that the right foot? No. Go ahead. I told you you're going to hate me. Take off, left foot. Talk to her. Right turn, right turn. Talk to her. Stop. Nope.
No.
What'd you miss? I know. Why? Because mom's allowing her. Get her back to your side. No.
No.
Left hand.
No.
Snap it, mom. Stop.
Sit.
No sit.
No. Sit.
Okay. Mom, mom, take a deep breath. How do you say that? Blow that shit out. Be very calm, okay? It's a dog. Who's in charge of the dog? You are. Walk real slow to me, calmly. Come on.
Come on, Rosie. Let's go.
Stop. And what's happening?
Whatever she wants.
Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not whatever she wants, Mom. Make that dog sit.
Sit.
Now, what do we have to be aware of at all times? Our dog. If you know she's distracted, the first thing you do, nope. Right? And how do we redirect? We redirect through obedience. So if she's paying attention to something over there, we go over here. If you go 3 steps stop, 1 step stop, work her faster. Okay, come on.
Let's go, Rosie.
Stop.
No.
I want a correction next time. Stop.
No.
Where's your correction? Stop. Very good. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Stop. Go. Stop. Turn toward me. Sharp turn. Come on, come on, come on. Stop. Praise that dog. Give her a break. Free dog.
Awesome.
Don't tell me a dog can't learn at a young age. And if that was an obedience ring, whatever. Now that dog was highly distracted because someone was pulling in her driveway across the street and started talking. But that's when you get down on dog. He's got to pay attention to you. She was missing her correction. She was missing her voice tone. She was missing the timing. It all boils down to the owners. The owners make the mistakes. And what people don't understand, even with a young puppy, if you tell that puppy sit, sit, then you call the dog's name and tell it sit again, and then sit, you get that dog 4 tries when it knows it has to do it on the first. Get in the habit telling your dog to do things once. And if he doesn't do it, that sharp no, light leash correction, and place it to a sit. But just don't start correcting your dog unless he knows exactly what the command means.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't do it. Start your puppy. I've got puppies that I've worked with 8 weeks old, 9 weeks old. If you got to encourage them with a little cookie to get them motivated, start them with a little cookie, but then start taking that cookie away. Make them work harder for it. Or save it for take a break and let the dog do whatever it wants. Uh, let it realize that take a break or free dog means I'm allowed to do whatever. I did a good job and mom's playing with me. Don't wait till your dog gets older. I'm not saying you have to come down like King Kong 24 hours a day on your dog. Let him be a dog. What I tell my people is what do you think is more important in your home than actually working your dog on a leash? It's making things a way of life. Just like you do your children, take your shoes off before you come in the house. Get up at the table, do your homework. Parents are very consistent with that. After a while, the child starts doing it on his own. Hell, he's even telling his friends that you got to take your shoes off when you come in.
Yeah.
All right. It's not hard to do. It's teaching the dog a routine. It's teaching your puppy boundaries right from the get-go. You wouldn't let a toddler run all over your house wherever he wants to go because you know he's going to get into something. These possibility he's going to get hurt. And especially when you're dealing with a puppy that has a problem with housebreaking, chewing on things, chewing on wires, chew- jumping all over everybody. I went to a customer's house the other day. Dog wouldn't jump on me, uh, but I seen their granddaughter was living with them, and a friend of the granddaughters came to the front door during the lesson. She didn't make the dog sit. Her friend came in. The dog was bouncing up and down. The guy was just kind of pushed the dog away. No commands were giving, no nothing. And I told the owners, there's part of your problem. It's not just you that has to do it, it has to be the whole family unit. You get the whole family unit all on the same page, working to achieve one goal. And your one goal is making your dog better, making your dog to basically follow commands where you could enjoy them. Make things a way of life. It's not difficult.
Right.
You have you bought a puppy to be your buddy. And a lot of moms think, "Oh, it's my buddy and I just love him." And yeah, that's all well and good. It really is. I love people that love on their dogs. But don't let that dog disrespect you by not listening to you.
Exactly.
You make your kids listen, but you won't make, oh, I'm going to hurt his feelings. And don't even get me into what type trainer that is.
Right.
So, because I don't want to go there. Uh, I don't have anything else. But people, if you get a puppy, when he comes up to you, if you're sitting on a couch, make him sit. If you want him on the couch, invite him. If you did not invite him, he gets taken off the couch. No, off. Sit.
Hmm.
Then he can come up if he's invited. It's all cute when he's a puppy. But when the dog gets 50, 60 pounds, it's not
Yes.
cute anymore.
No.
You know, when you come
Exactly.
in, don't let the puppy jump on you. Don't touch him. Let him realize he's got to sit to get praise. And don't, oh, what a good puppy. No, you just lit a firecracker under his butt now.
Yeah.
Keep him calm. Then
Hmm.
go about your business. Teach him a routine just like you basically have a routine when you get up in the morning. We do it every single day.
Yeah.
Teach your dog the same
Yeah.
thing. And that's all I got.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I don't think it's ever too young to start teaching them something. I mean, like you say, structure is key. You have to be consistent, and you start them from day one. There's no jumping in this house. There's no chewing on my couch. There's no peeing on the floor. You're gonna, work on that. But you need guidance with this. Find a trainer that can help you. The earlier you start, I don't think you'll need as much training as if you wait until they're 2 years old and they're chewing holes in your drywall. I mean, you're going to need a lot of work to correct that.
Yeah.
But, when trainers tell you, oh, I wait till they're 12 weeks, wait till they're, 6 months old, they can't learn until they're, you know, like Bob said, 8 or 9 months old. That's just a bunch of crap, Start them young. Start with little behaviors before they get their food. They need to sit. They need to earn things. They can learn that. That's not
Yep.
hard. You're not, you know, being a hard ass or anything.
All we're doing is teaching them manners.
Yeah. And
You
it's
want praise? Sit. And now
when
give
I
you all the loving in the world.
Yeah, when I got Norman, I didn't even, how we tell people have like 2 15-minute sessions a day where you really work on the obedience. I didn't even really do that with him. I made it a way of life for him. Like when I took him outside to go potty, we always did a little bit of commands. When we're in the house, before he gets his toy, he needs to sit. Before he gets his food, he needs to sit. Then I started teaching him down, and Shadow, my other dog, taught him as well how, what the rules were in the house because they do that. They feed
Yeah.
off of each other. So I don't think it's ever too young to start your puppy off on the
No.
right Paul,
You
so to speak.
start you start teaching toddlers right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
At how old? Year and a half? Year? I don't know. But you start them very young. You don't wait till they're old enough to go to junior high.
Yeah, and they're not born with a computer chip in their brain that tells them what they're supposed to do and not to do. They're going to do as much as they're allowed to get away with.
All Margaret and I are saying is work your dog or train your dog like you do your children.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them manners. Don't let them jump on other people. Make them sit. A matter of fact, you want to stop a jumping problem? I got Nala here, a little miniature German Shepherd. It's my dog. When I go to lessons, and even Hank Williams, if he's on a leash, that dog will not make friends with you, either of them, unless I say make friends. Now, if I have them loose and I say take a break, and I have people in my side yard and we're having a barbecue, something like that, Nala will come around, lay underneath the fire table or whatever and make friends with people. But if she's on a leash, she will not go up to anybody. She's following a command. I stop. She sits next to me. If I say make friends, then she'll go make friends. So if you want to do this, don't let your dog go up to every single person. Make them sit at your side, calm, and then say, make friends. This way, everything is controlled.
Yep.
That simple. It's not difficult, people.
Don't
It may
overthink
be,
it.
it may be for somebody that I know that don't live that far from me. Don't overthink things. And I know you guys are watching. Do not overthink it. And a matter of fact, I'm not going to say names, but one name starts with a D and the other one starts with a D. And they know who I'm talking about. So, all right. See y'all next week. Like, share, subscribe. Brian
Yes,
couldn't be with us this week, but he'll be on next week.
he
And I'm
will.
sorry I forgot the video on Downs. A couple people canceled on me this week. The ones that I wanted to use their dog
Mm-hmm.
for the down command, but they canceled. But I will put one together unless you have one, Margaret. I don't know.
I just have one where I'm teaching it down with a small dog up on a table, a grooming table. That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So let's get some videos together this week of our lessons, see what we got. And then,
And if I offended anybody on my lesson, then you don't want me for a trainer.
but you'll learn something. I
But
guarantee you that with him.
yeah, well, if you just say, okay, tell your dog heel, and you don't catch them on their mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
or you don't encourage them to get that dog around, encourage them to come up next to you, and the trainer's just sitting there going through just a routine, he's not a trainer. When you do lessons with me, it's questions and answers.
Yeah.
Just like you heard me. What's the most important part of a correction? You know, why did
Mm-hmm.
you tell that dog to sit? What foot did you start with?
Yep.
What's but if I don't ask those questions, I don't know if you're grasping what I'm trying to teach you.
Yep.
So I apologize to people if you're offended, but that's the way I do things.
Ha
So
ha.
I even taught Margaret that way.
I pulled my hair out every day after work, but hey,
All right. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Have a good night.
Bye bye.